to help us jumpstart tonight's game. Over to you, Danny.
Hello. On behalf of myself, my teammates, and the whole Raptors organization, I want to thank you guys for coming out tonight and showing your love and support each and every game. I feel a warm welcome every time I step here, so thank you very much. Go Raptors.
Green, guy with some ring and some bling. Home opener begins next.
Blades, 11.5 moisture strips, and laser chin detection system.
Hey man, you don't need to pay for all that to get a great shave when you can ride off on this for just a few bucks.
Amazing razors and grooming products. Try DollarShaveClub.com.
Rated T for teen.
Every year we get a feeling something amazing is about to happen. It's what drives us. And that feeling is spreading. And we can't wait for what's coming next.
Whatever you need for your wardrobe, our trained stylists are here to help you find the perfect fit. Now through Sunday at 4, select designer suits are $299.99. Ties are buy one, get two free, plus is buy one, get one free on select items. Tailored for Canada. Tailored for you.
Can I put my hockey card collection into an RRSP? Can I put a mutual fund in an RESP and then use that money to go to school and learn what a mutual fund is?
Can I put a GIC in a TFSA in an investment portfolio like a turducken of savings?
That's a good idea. I think I'll do that.
Get award-winning advice and more. Take 20 minutes with RBC and experience the difference.
Tangerine Raptors basketball on TSN is brought to you by Tangerine, the official bank of the Toronto Raptors and their fans. It is time to get the 2018-2019 season underway from Scotiabank Arena.
Jim Sand. Assistant coach, Patrick Matumbo. Assistant coach, Jamal McGuire. Assistant coach, Phil Handy. Assistant coach, Sergio Scariolo. Assistant coach, Nate Bjorkgren. And assistant coach, Adrian Griffin. It's time to meet the head coach of your 2018-19 Raptors. Let's hear it for Nick
can feel the energy. The fans are ready, and certainly the players are as well. And so is the first-year head coach in Nick Nurse. The expectations, they are mighty. You have been here for 20-plus years, Jack. When you look at this team, where do you see them throughout the course of the regular season? And then ultimately, what I think everybody is more consumed by, the postseason.
This team, if they stay healthy, has a chance to be a team that goes deep in the playoffs and has a chance for the first time in 24 years to get to an NBA Finals. A lot of things got to go right. Improvements, growth, chemistry, improvement on both sides of the ball, defensively and offensively. But ultimately, when it's all said and done, it's all there for them. They have great depth in their roster. There's talent level. There's versatility defensively. And there are multiple scenarios that Nick Nurse can play in his lineup. Should be fun.
Starting lineups are brought to you by Wealth Simple, the smartest way to invest online. And for the visiting Cleveland Cavaliers, no LeBron James, as you know. He resides in Los Angeles with the Lakers. George Hill, who was traded by San Antonio for Kawhi Leonard after Kawhi Leonard was chosen 15th overall by the Indiana Pacers. Rodney Hood, Cedi Osman, Kevin Love becomes a focal point, signing a massive deal in the offseason to keep him in Cleveland. And Tristan Thompson in the middle. For the Toronto Raptors, Kyle Lowry, Danny Green, Kawhi Leonard, Pascal Siakam, and Jonas Valanciunas. Nick Nurse, the first-year head coach of the Toronto Raptors, has said that the starting lineup will be fluid. He wants it to remain flexible depending upon the matchups. With Tristan Thompson in the middle, the Raptors responded with Jonas Valanciunas going in the middle, who has had some great opening night performances, 4 career opening night double-doubles. Cavaliers with possession of the basketball. Siakam and his athleticism guarding Love. Love misfires, and here's Leonard. Last time Kawhi Leonard played was on January 13th last season against Denver. It's been 277 days. Jumper doesn't go. The adrenaline must be flowing. Love. And a foul on Siakam. Kane Fitzgerald, Mark Ayotte, and Brett Nansel are 3 officials this evening as we check in with tonight's keys to the game, which are brought to you by our good friends at Ford. To go further, Jack.
Well, set the tone with your defense, obviously. You're at home, and that creates the transition opportunity. Play together on the offensive end, early season game, rely on each other, trust each other. And last but not least, you're still getting your legs under you in terms of game conditioning. Give quality minutes. Whatever you got, give it at the best of your ability.
Kevin Love playing without LeBron James for the first time since the 2013-14 season. Of course, in Minnesota, he was the focal point. Played 77 games that season, averaged better than 26 points, 12.5 rebounds. Lowry on the take, lays it up and through. So much conversation about Kyle Lowry not with his backcourt mate in DeMar DeRozan. And you know the competitive spirit and fire of Lowry. It won't matter for the 48 minutes on the floor. Rodney Hood open for 3. Doesn't go. JV hands it off to Lowry. Here's Danny Green. Catching fire. 3 doesn't go. And Thompson tears it down.
He's a dangerous guy, though. You pitch it ahead. He's got that quick release, and Lowry will look to find him.
Green made 6 threes in Montreal against Brooklyn. Nearly 2 minutes into this game 1 of 82. Raptors 6 of their first 8 at home to get comfortable. Thompson off of the miss, finds Hood underneath the bucket.
The Raptors a good initial shot challenge. Got to get out, rebound the ball.
Osman guarding Leonard, taking him into the post. And the jump shot doesn't fall. JV on the inside, and Love wrestles it free. Hill on a bounce pass over to Hood. spinning in the lane, and the left-hander with a nice move. I thought that was a good pickup in the offseason, or rather I should say during the season for the Cavaliers. In the offseason, he signed a qualifying offer with the Cavaliers to remain.
And he never got on track last year, but good opportunity for him now.
A foul on the floor.
And his issue has been staying healthy.
Yep.
And in Utah, and then when he got into the Cavs, had some issues, refused to go in to the finals game and kind of fell out of favor.
Averaged just 10 points with the Cavaliers. With the Jazz, nearly 17 points tonight. And as you said, the transition wasn't as fluid as I think a lot of people
talented
expected.
Guy, though.
Yeah, very. Down low. Leonard, Lowry, corner three, Siakam.
Well, there you go. Extra pass. They throw it into Kawhi in the post. Lowry right away trusting the teammate. Beautiful ball movement. Post. Quick swing opposite Siakam. Shot preparation. Outstanding.
Good. Doesn't go. JV knocks it out of bounds. Pascal Siakam had that stretch last year. He struggled from three. If he can become consistent with this.
This is great ball movement. Bang, right away. Lowry got him that shot, though. And good identification by Leonard. Get it out of the post quickly.
Thompson has it stripped away. Valanciunas gets it now to Lowry. Siakam had that stretch where he went 2 for 44. From three-point range, so it feels good to get that one to go. Leonard finding that rhythm, that flow. He played 9 games last year, Jack.
It's going to take some time. Hey, you don't want to peak too early.
So what are you saying? April, May, June is a good time?
No, he's 0 for 3. It's only going to get better.
Osman with the ball fake. Shot doesn't go. Got to get on the glass against the Cavaliers. And now taking it away is Green. Lead pass Lowry to the trailing Leonard. And the easy bucket.
What I tell you, you get a layup that gets you going, and good defense that time getting out in transition. And Lowry again, unselfish. He's got 2 assists. This is the ball pressure Nick Nurse wants. Get into the ball, direct the ball where it doesn't want to go. Good play that time by Lowry up into the ball on George Hill.
Nick Nurse,
Great
5 years an assistant, and Lowry to the slicing Siakam.
Oh, Lowry, brilliant so far. 3 assists and beautiful flash cut right into the gun of the defense. Beautiful find.
As mentioned earlier, so many people concerned about the Lowry DeRozan. Look, between the lines, he is such a great competitor and pro. And early on, you can see the unselfishness and involving others.
Well, Kyle Lowry knows, when you talk about window of opportunity and playing on a team that has 12 legitimate guys in terms of guys that have played significant minutes in the pros, that have done high-end things for you. You look at, and he knows that he's a basketball savant. He's really into the game. He follows it. And to me, he understands the opportunity that's in front of him right now. He will be ready to ball on a night-to-night basis.
Nick Nurse has empowered Kyle Lowry because he knows the offense. And Nick Nurse has had a long journey throughout his coaching career. Went to Kemper Catholic High School in Carroll, Iowa. There are double the amount of people in this arena than in his hometown of Carroll, Iowa.
That's funny.
And what a great journey. He was a head coach at the age of 23 years of age, and certainly you, as the youngest Division I head coach at one time at 26, could certainly understand what he's going through now, fulfilling this dream as JV knocks it down.
Well, he's paid his dues. He's been a head coach in Europe and in the G League, D-League, and you look at this now, the 5 years he spent with the Raptors, their best 5 years as a franchise, most wins in the Eastern Conference the last 5 years, and he was a valuable lieutenant for Coach Dwayne Casey, and he's at a point in his career, he was ready for that next step.
Osman with a 3, and it goes in. It was a 9-1 run prior to that.
Good-looking young player, Osman, had a nice summer with his national team. He's going to be a good one. Very high. I was talking to the Cavs folks. They're high on his potential.
Here's Leonard. Anunoby, too many steps as he checked in for Pascal Siakam. Raptors lead by 1 here, midway through the first quarter.
Those special moments we share become part of the jewelry we wear. With easy monthly payments available on your Michael Hill card. Create your memories with Michael Hill.
The 2018 Nissan Rogue, available with ProPilot Assist. Its semi-autonomous technology can help you conquer every day and get up to $5,000 standard rate finance cash on select models.
I'm very sorry.
And we're going to get the phone, his phone, out of you.
The important thing is that we're going to make you better.
Okay, here's how to make butter. Pour 2/3 cup cold heavy cream.
Snickers satisfies.
No one talks about money. It's like you don't talk about money. It's like a weird thing to talk about.
Because you just don't talk about that.
It just makes people feel uncomfortable, I think. It makes people feel bad. There's so many feelings wrapped around money, shame, jealousy, greed. But, you know, I think it's good to talk about because the more you talk about things, the less power things have, you know?
It's the $4.99 King Meal Deal. Get 2 sandwiches, fries, and a drink for $4.99. Get 2 cheeseburgers or chicken junior, or get 1 of each. And get fries and a drink with the $4.99 King Meal Deal, only at Burger King.
The first quarter is brought to you by Kijiji, your source for brand new cars. Shop 2019 models on Kijiji. And send it over to Kate Burness. Kate?
Thank you very much, Matt. It is great to be back. Now, even though he made his debut for the Toronto Raptors alongside Kyle Lowry back in 2012 against the Indiana Pacers, Jonas Valanciunas is now the longest-serving Raptor because he was drafted in 2011. Now, he is starting tonight for the Raps, but that may change as the season progresses, flipping between him and Serge Ibaka, as we know that Nick Nurse is not set to this lineup. I spoke to JV pregame, and he said he is fine with Nick's decision, saying everyone wants to be a starter, but sometimes you have to put your ego and wish list aside as wins don't come easy in the NBA. Matt?
Yeah, no question about it. Here's OG Anunoby off of the steal to the rim with a two-handed flush.
Great defense as well by Anunoby and Kawhi Leonard on the left side. Breaking that play up, leading to transition. Don't let them get comfortable.
Serge Ibaka will see more time this season as George Hill knocks it down at that 5 position. We've yet to see him here tonight.
We'll break down that time on a switch. Previous possession, excellent D. The communication, got to stay at a high level in terms of what you're doing on your defensive coverages.
Ante Digits, the 41, checking in for the Cavaliers along with Kyle Korver. And a good read by Lowry, but Osman steals it. Or pardon me, Leonard. Here's Osman right to the rim. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Good aggressive play by Osman, and obviously playing that 3 spot. He got a chance to practice every day against LeBron James. That makes you a better player.
Kyle, the deep 3. Rack it up as Lowry drills it.
He's so good coming to his left. Quick strike ability, usage of the screen, big time release.
5 points, 4 assists already for Kyle. Raptors by 2. Love backing in on OG Anunoby, and Kevin Love and 1. He'll go to the line, and Siakam picked up 2. Here's OG Anunoby trying to guard Kevin Love.
Oh, he's an outstanding player, as we know from his time in Minnesota. When he's the featured guy, he can take you in the post and horse it in, and he does that so well. This is great defense here, Anunoby and Leonard, and here he comes, Matty D. A little, hello! OG with the flush, but that was good D by he and Kawhi Leonard. But Kevin Love can punish you in the low post. Strong, seals, gets deep position, assortment of moves, and obviously can take you out behind the three-point line. Good catch and shoot guy as well. Screener action at the elbow. Very good player, polished offensive player, and again, a featured guy with this team.
And a foul on the floor. Digits picks up his first. Trying to guard Leonard there. Tristan Thompson checks in. Serge Ibaka in for the first time. Coming off of the bench is Serge Ibaka for the first time since February 23rd of 2011, Jack, against San Antonio. Fred VanVleet also in.
Serge went through an extensive stretching exercise before he got into the game there.
Nice take by Kawhi Leonard.
Beautiful by that time by Kawhi Leonard. Getting to his spot, and he's got such strength and beautiful shooting touch.
And Osman.
Yeah, I like his game. He's getting his chance to play. He knows he's going to have an opportunity to play through mistakes, and he's playing free and easy.
Osman's second year as Ibaka's J doesn't go. Played in 61 games at Osman a season ago. Scored in double digits just 7 times. He has 7 points already here in the opening quarter. Korver underneath Thompson. And a travel and a turnover. Cavaliers by 1. Tyronn Lue wants to push the pace with this team, and he understands without LeBron James, they're going to need an involvement, not just from Kevin Love, but scoring by committee.
Well, the other thing, too, is it's a lot easier to score against a defense that isn't set up and cued in on your tendencies. So if you could score quickly when they're not set, it helps you dramatically.
Mismatch here, Ibaka against George Hill, and Hill gets charged with his first foul.
They can lock into your play calls, and more importantly, they can lock into what you can and can't do and get the ball out of the hands of your better players.
Osman out, Hill out, checking in.
The rookie.
His rookie, yes, Colin Sexton, who was chosen 8th overall out of the University of Alabama.
Play for Avery Johnson there, Roll Tide.
And Rodney Hood back in as well. Head coach in Dallas, Avery Johnson, as well as with the Nets. Fred VanVleet off the bounce to the rim.
Well, he saw the matchup he liked. Daylight, blow by.
Raptors by 1. Here's Sexton. Dribbles through the lane in the corner. Love the 3, short. And OG has it knocked away. Sexton on the take. And a foul's going to be charged to Kawhi Leonard.
Well, issues so far. I think the one thing that jumps out at me is Raptor rebounding. They've had some issues with that. Got to get some box outs, come up with those 50-50 balls.
So Sexton, the rookie, to the line. Sexton shared the SEC Player of the Year award with Kentucky's Kevin Knox. And his first NBA point comes from the foul line. Tonight's key matchup brought to you by our great friends from the Keg Steakhouse at a Bar, the perfect place to celebrate the Raptors, Jack, together like you and I did.
Yeah, that's right. Our buddies Ryan and Jimmy, and there you go, Kevin Love. Pascal Siakam. Siakam on the bench right now with 2 fouls. And Kevin Love off to a nice start. 6 points, 4 boards. And he's going to play major minutes for Ty Lue. Obviously, you take him off the floor. A lot of guys struggle to get their offense without him out there. You can run a lot of stuff through him.
Hood in the paint. Rims out. Thompson. Another rebound for the Cavaliers. They have 12. Raptors 6.
Defensive rebounding. And again, Tristan Thompson, a phenomenal offensive rebounder. You got to hit him.
Here's VanVleet. The 3. No.
Stay here.
Loose ball foul.
Great job.
Against Cleveland, and it's on Sexton.
OG Anunoby and Kyle Lowry in there mixing it up. But Fred VanVleet, see ya! Kevin Love, you can't check him. Blow by Raps by 1.
So I really don't want one of those cookie cutter financial plans.
I get that. That's why we'll help you find a way to invest that's just right for you. Kind of like your coffee is just right for you.
Yeah, but this is a half-cap non-fat soy latte.
Exactly.
With extra foam.
Yep.
Shot of vanilla.
Sure.
Extra hot.
It's what we do.
You can make a financial plan that's just like this for me.
Except we'll get your name right. Wandy.
Wandy? Oh, you're good.
A plan as personalized as your coffee. That's the BMO effect. BMO, we're here to help.
It's the $4.99 King Meal Deal. Get 2 sandwiches, fries, and a drink for $4.99. Get 2 cheeseburgers or chicken junior, or get 1 of each. And get fries and a drink with the $4.99 King Meal Deal. Only at Burger King.
You know, I'm an Avenger now. Cap needed help, so...
Captain America. If I'd asked, would you have come?
If I had, you'd have never been caught.
Awesome.
If only Cap could see you now.
Marvel Studios, Ant-Man and the Wasp, now on digital and Blu-ray.
So I really don't want one of those cookie-cutter financial plans.
I get that. That's why we'll help you find a way to invest that's just right for you. Kind of like your coffee is just right for you.
Yeah, but this is a half-cap non-fat soy latte.
Exactly.
With extra foam.
Yep.
Shot of vanilla.
Sure.
Extra hot.
It's what we do.
You can make a financial plan that's just like this for me.
Except we'll get your name right. Wandy.
Wandy? Oh, you're good.
A plan as personalized as your coffee. That's the BMO effect. BMO, we're here to help.
Look at all the fans outside the Raptors tailgate presented by Tangerine. Tangerine is the new official bank of the Raptors, and they are bringing the in-arena experience outside. They gave away tickets in the same t-shirt that was handed out inside. Follow at Tangerine Hoops to learn how Tangerine will be elevating fans.
101 days of change, a record 59 wins. However, the Raptors lost game 1 here and eventually swept by the Cleveland Cavaliers. Dwayne Casey was relieved of his duties with a 1 year left on his contract. Nick Nurse was named the head coach some 5 weeks later. And then, of course, the trade. Kawhi Leonard and Danny Green for DeMar DeRozan, Jakob Poeltl, and a protected #1 overall pick.
Well, impactful trade, needless to say, by Masai Ujiri and Bobby Webster to get a Kawhi Leonard, a Danny Green, guys with a championship resume, ring on the finger. That guy is an elite player, and obviously, again, getting his legs under him is Danny Green. But they changed just the feel in the room as well as veteran guys.
Ibaka with the denial on Tristan Thompson.
Well, he's playing more inside now at the 5 spot, and he tells Tristan Thompson, Matty D, get that garbage out of here. That's what I'm talking about. None of that.
His playoff scoring from last season, lowest since his rookie season for Serge Ibaka. His lowest blocks per game and rebounds per game overall for the season since his rookie campaign. But this season, more in the middle, as you mentioned, at that 5. He'll be interchangeable, JV, as well as Serge Ibaka, based upon who the Raptors match up against. 1:45 left here in this opening quarter.
And don't sleep on Greg Monroe, the guy in his prime, 15 and 7 a game. He can play when called upon.
Inside.
Oh, he is so crafty. Change of pace, and he just sniffs out opportunities at the rim.
Raptors down by 1, shooting 53%. Cleveland 38%, but it's been the rebounds, the offensive rebounds. Here's Leonard. Rebound, pushing it. Leonard, crossover from the elbow, the J in the sweet touch.
He wanted that one that time. Surveyed the situation and got it.
And the Raptors, pressure there by Van Vliet and a turnover. You see the bench.
Well, this is how Nick Nurse wants to play. He wants to create some offensive opportunities with the ball pressure, and Fred VanVleet gets into the grill of the rookie and creates the turnover.
Foul. and it's on Rodney Hood.
Kawhi Leonard sits down, 6 points, 2 boards, an assist, 3 of 7 shooting. And I like that last shot he took, though. He was comfortable, had his legs under him, and shot that with authority. And again, every day he plays, live action, 5-on-5, referees, big crowds. He's going to get better and better and better.
It's why during training camp and throughout the preseason, the Raptors went 5-on-5 quite a bit. Nick Nurse said, look, he hasn't played but 9 games from a season ago. It's going to take time, and so they tailored a lot of that to help Kawhi Leonard, and C.J. Miles misses both from the foul line.
That's odd because he's such a great shooter, but he missed both. And he only played 3 preseason games, so again, it's still going to take some time to get there.
Van Vliet with the foul.
Well, you look at the Raptors tonight, they have played 10 guys, and obviously we haven't seen Greg Monroe and DeLon Wright not dressed for the game this evening. But, Nick Nurse has the ability to go 12 deep and mix and match. And I think as a head coach, when you have guys that have the ability to do it for you on the offensive end, that's good. But you can demand this team because they have the capability to guard and guard consistently per play. And if you don't do it, I got another guy that will do it because he wants your minutes. And I think that internal competition will increase the level of defensive play, and more importantly, the acquisitions of Leonard, Green in particular, and the improvement of Anunoby, Siakam make you a much better defensive team.
The foul was on Norman Powell, not Van Vliet. Here's Fred with the basketball, guarded by Thompson in the switch, and knocked away, out of bounds, off of Cleveland. 4.4 remaining of the shot clock. Game clock at 32. Van Vliet will trigger it in. Powell, Miles, Green, and Ibaka. Great cut! Norman Powell, the two-handed slam, and Van Vliet the feed off of the inbound.
Chemistry, recognition, beautiful movement without the ball by Norman Powell. Nice delivery. Great execution on a set play. Your baseline out of bounds, your blocks.
Raptors shooting 57%. Can they get on the glass? Here's Green, lead pass, Van Vliet. 7 seconds left in the quarter. To the trailing Green. Unselfish play continues for the Raptors. Can they get a stop here? And Osman misses, and the Raptors lead by 3.
I tell you what, Fred Van Vliet comes into the game, and positive things happen. He is Johnny on the spot, heady, and makes a difference. And the Raptors climb back in the lead here. They lead by 3. Coming up, Roddy Leo after the break.
As a standalone concept, investment and finance are not things that I find very interesting at all. Highly boring. Actually, some of the most boring things. It's very boring, but I also recognize that there's a certain power in mastering the boringness, and that the people that conquer this boringness become very rich as a result.
Every reign comes to an end, but the crown is coveted by all. I know you're coming, but this you will have to earn. You already know my name. It's time for the world to know yours. Rated E for everyone.
Buy Xbox One, get NBA 2K19.
First quarter of the new season belongs to the Raptors by 3. There are all the numbers brought to you by Kijiji. Kawhi Leonard has 6 points on 3 of 7 shooting. If there was any question, Leo Rautins, whether Kyle Lowry would be able to adapt in this new environment, that was answered.
Absolutely. He showed exactly what I think we're going to see this season. Kyle Lowry is working at the defensive end, offensively, doing a great job of distributing the basketball. Raptors, good opportunities to run off their defense. Kyle Lowry could have taken it right here. Instead, drops it off and makes sure his teammates get going. You can see there was some early jitters with some of his guys, so he just made sure everybody got on track and got some easy looks. I just like the fact that he was so engaged at both ends of the floor. And when Kyle Lowry plays like this, plays with this poise, including knocking down his three-point shot, the Raptors become a very dangerous team.
Up by 3. Second quarter underway. Here's Matt and Jack. See you at halftime.
We look forward to that. Raptors by 3. Jack.
Just to tag that, Fred VanVleet and Kyle Lowry. 9 points combined, 4 assists, 7 assists. So no drop-off whatsoever when you go to the bench. 12 minutes of outstanding play from your lead guard.
Why is it a 3-point game? 2 things stand out. Free throws attempted, free throws made by the Cavaliers. Saved, here's Green, and then rebounds. And Ibaka unable to get the two-handed slam to go. And now a foul on C.J. Miles.
A great opportunity there. And just not able to cash in. But Serge Ibaka, you can't get a better shot than this. He normally finishes that. And off to the races. And I tell you what, man, I loved this kid when he played at Wisconsin, Sam Decker. He's on his 3rd team. I think he lost a little bit of his confidence playing with the Clippers, but plays hard. I think this will be a good situation for him to develop and find his groove in Cleveland.
Playing on his 3rd team in 4 seasons, played with the Rockets and Clippers, as you mentioned, had some lower back issues coming out of Wisconsin. He led Wisconsin to a pair of NCAA Final Fours.
Top 2.
Yeah, including 2015, the national runner-up. Can shoot the 3, just, playing time, right? And injuries.
He reminds me a little bit of Matt Harper.
Yep.
This game.
C.J. Miles put in a big summer, and he drills the 3 from Scarborough.
He looks great. Tremendous screen usage, and he's got that lightning quick release and beautiful setup that time to get him the shot. He looked really good in camp.
Here's Jordan Clarkson. Doesn't go. Thompson is.
Love him.
You just think
tell you what, he
offensive
just needs
rebounding.
That's what he does.
It's his name.
Well, if you're gonna, every guy's got to find that thing that not only keeps them in the pros, but gets them paid, gets them minutes. And if you look at the thing that he does so well, he is just a beast on the offensive glass, and he plays the game hard. He's a tremendous teammate, and he will get out and guard on screen and roll for you, and he'll guard little guys on switches.
Clarkson on the inside.
I tell you what, I like how the Cavs have played tonight. They played hard, they're scrappy, no fear.
CJ, and it doesn't go. Ibaka on the offensive glass. There's going to be an offensive foul. And the foul's going to be on Serge Ibaka. Now remember with Cleveland, Jack, no J.R. Smith, sore right elbow, and then Larry Nance Jr., as you see the foul there, the offensive foul. He's out with a right ankle sprain, so that's 2 key components.
And Larry Nance Jr. just signed a contract extension with the Cavs, and obviously his dad was a tremendous player there for Lenny Wilkins, and obviously Wayne Embry was the GM there at the time, Raptor senior advisor. Good job by Serge Ibaka. Again, that rim protection, changing the shot for the rookie. Again, he's the one big with this group, so he's more at home this year in the painted area, and I think his block shot numbers and his ability to intimidate and protect the rim, he will be in more of those scenarios and being out guarding stretch fours on the perimeter.
Entry pass. Great recognition by Norman Powell. The mismatch. Ibaka pointed at him.
Yep. No, I mean, he did a terrific job with his post-up. Ibaka 0 for 3. Ibaka's had a few bunnies tonight that he'd love to have back. That dunk and that shot right there. But he did a good thing there. Deep post-up. and took advantage.
Raptors just 1 of 5 of the quarter. But as you mentioned, they've had some shots close to the rim. And Sexton is going to get called for the foul.
We should just point out to our viewers that earlier there was an offensive rebound. The clock resets this season of 14. It doesn't reset to 24. So one of the new rules put in this year by the NBA.
And they believe that that's going to lead to...
more change of possession. Should be fun down the stretch.
Raptors by 3. Siakam makes his way to the table. Here's Norman. Delivers a three from Pembroke.
He looked off that screen that time. The defense was cheating to the screen. He saw daylight. Big time elevation into his Jimmy.
Raptors 14 points off of the bench. Doubled up the Cavaliers thus far. Clarkson, another acquisition during the season. And now a foul's going to be charged. And Norman foul. That's going to be his second.
Watch his recognition here, though. Screen coming, screen coming. Defense, doesn't play it right. And they were slow that time. Tristan Thompson and the rookie Sexton. Am I getting over the top of that? Are we hedging? Are we switching? And that time, miscommunication. Powell reads the screen. They're late. He knows what to do with it. Decisive.
Good defense by Siakam checking in. Kevin Love missing. And how about the athleticism of Siakam? Green, the three. No. Ibaka claims the rebound. Kicks it out, and they'll settle it down. Remember, shot clock 14. Now it's down to 6. Got to get going in a hurry. Van Vliet crossover to the rim. And it didn't touch the rim. And here's Clarkson with it. Clarkson now on the tape.
You made that point about the offensive rebound. And that's where point guards, as the season goes on, they'll get better. You got to get into your offense quickly. And you're going to be in a lot of short clock scenarios. So the point guard or one of your perimeter people have to have breakdown ability to get into the heart of the defense quickly, because you don't have a lot of time to reset. And a lot of times it's just secondary offense. You move quickly, get it moving, dribble penetration action, and get the ball to an open shooter or get to the rim. But you got to recognize quickly, off the bat, you got 10 less seconds.
The Raptors have made just 2 field goals here in the second quarter. Van Vliet, Lowry, Ibaka, Green, and Siakam. Here's Van Vliet. And Ibaka just mistimed it, and now a foul is going to be charged to the Raptors.
But Van Vliet is doing something I love. He's putting pressure on the defense and getting the ball into the painted area consistently. That creates scenarios where Tristan Thompson has to come over and help. And now, look at this right here. Now Love has to come over and help. Thompson's on the wrong side of Ibaka, yet to his credit, he wins that battle. But anytime you can get down and get to the lane, Big's got to come off and help, and your defensive rebounding is compromised.
Foul on Van Vliet, Jack. It's his first. 8 combined assists. 8 of the 9 from Lowry and Van Vliet. Here's Thompson at the foul line. The Raptors by 4. 8:31 on the clock. And Tristan Thompson misses the first free throw.
14 bench points tonight from Nick Nurse's team. So guys like C.J. Miles, Norman Powell, Fred Van Vliet, OG Anunoby have come in the game and made an impact. Ibaka's had good chances. He's given you some good defense and rim protection. Got to make some of those bunnies.
Tristan Thompson makes his second.
With the growth.
Van Vliet, Green, Lowry, Siakam, and Ibaka sets that screen. Van Vliet dribbles drive, now dribbles it back out. 8 on the shot clock, 7 on the clock. Here's Fred with it. Gets the switch. Clock down to 2. Green's got to create. Clock down. And did he get it off in time? Thompson now reels it in along the end line.
Excellent defense that time by the Cavs. They guarded multiple actions really well. And then they come down the other end in transition to get a clean look. Great job by the Cavs on both ends there.
Jack Raptors 2 for their last 10, and Hill picks up the foul.
Really impressed, though, by the guys in the white shirts. The Raptors ran some good actions offensively, spacing, multiple actions, and yet they got into it. Right here, guard it, switch it. Love gets out. Tough matchup for him on Green. Look at the help. Again, swarming, good communication, and then they pitch ahead, and they get the open three. That's good basketball by the visiting team.
Tied at 34. Under 10 of the shot clock. Van Vliet. Here's Siakam on the take. Goes right at Love.
Well, he's so quick. You know, it's funny. Love guarded Green. Love guarded Siakam. Siakam's got the more explosive first step. And that time, that was the difference.
Raptors with 22 points in the paint. Love spinning around. Loses it. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Cavaliers basketball.
He's got great quickness, doesn't he? He can get to your move that you're triggering on. Look at this. Blow by. Gets the advantage. Love can't guard him in space. That's a difficult cover. He can guard a stationary jump shooter. He can't guard a mobile guy.
Clarkson. Here's Love and a foul on Green. As Valanciunas is in for Ibaka. Ibaka coming off of the bench. 10 minutes, no points, 3 rebounds. Only 3 from the field. Valanciunas with 2 points and 5 rebounds in 7 minutes of action.
And in defense of Serge Ibaka, you made a great point about the starting substitution situation career-wise. It's a mindset. It's going to take some time. I loved how he prepared to go in the game, though. He was stretching, working out, getting himself ready. It's going to take some time for him to get used to that. But I love how hard he plays. That's what it's about. With Serge Ibaka, if his motor's going, if he's balling, if he's playing hard, all that stuff's going to take care of itself eventually. Don't worry about your offense. Rebound the ball, protect the rim, guard people. Your offense will come.
The league has changed. Came in as a power forward and now playing the 5, playing the center position.
Look at Kevin Love. I mean, he's gonna play a lot. I mean, obviously right now they're going with him and Thompson, but he'll play a lot at the 5 as well. And him at the 5, he can step out and shoot the 3-ball for you.
Foul was on Osman. Here's Leonard back in, finds Kyle. Corner 3, and Lowry connects from Jaden Finch.
Great setup by Kawhi Leonard, though. Draw, kick, clean look.
And there's Valanciunas with a rebound. Here's Kyle. Green a 3. Good! Back-to-back threes as Green drills it.
Passing leads to clean looks. Kawhi Leonard sets up Lowry. Lowry sets up Green. Raps up 6.
The second quarter is brought to you by the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
New bike?
This will make you go faster.
Go.
The all-new Hyundai Santa Fe with the world's first safe exit assist. It doesn't just keep its occupants safe. It helps keep everyone safe.
Whatever you need for your wardrobe, our trained stylists are here to help you find the perfect fit. Now through Sunday at 4, select designer suits are $299.99. Ties are buy one, get two free, plus it's buy one, get one free on select items. Tailored for Canada. Tailored for you.
The new Triangle credit cards with no fee and no interest financing to help you get what you want sooner. That help you go from the stores right to the outdoors. From trying the latest tech to really trying the latest tech. To help you buy the big stuff and pay for it in equal monthly payments. That's easy. These are the credit cards with no fee, no interest financing. The Triangle credit cards. Life made easier.